Hello, everyone. Pipat speaking. Today is a special day. I would like to talk with my long-time old friends, university mate. Here, he is my close friend. We are university mate from Kasetsart University. So this morning I mentioned about him because while he was driving to university, KMUTT, he tried to tell me about the many invaluable terms and definitions. So unfortunately, I cannot bring him on this morning. So I mentioned in my earlier clips, he will be challenged and to join tonight. And now he's going to join and share about some English terms relating to education. Okay. สวัสดีครับสุริพลนะครับสุริพลอาจารย์แจ็คนะครับเดี๋ยวผมลองเชิญดูนะครับ Okay, I can add you now. Now is make sure that your phone is in the landscape.
Good evening.
Hi,
How are you doing,
Pipat?
Pipat?
Hi, สวัสดีครับ Yeah, fine, always.
How come I could not hear your voice on my headphone?
Really?
Anyway,
Right. You don't hear my voice?
No, it's supposed to your voice supposed to go through my headphone here.
Really?
It does not. Okay, no, never mind. We still can talk.
Yeah.
But it's just funny that.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much, my friend. Yeah. This morning, and I mentioned in my earlier video that you are my regular guest, my regular one to keep calling me every day, in particular in the morning while you driving to your KMUTT, and then you educate me a lot.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this morning there are.
So I'm your regular. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
what should we proceed?
Actually, like I told you this morning, I mentioned some words, and then you challenged me with a question about how to what this morning, how to improve a performance or something, right? This morning.
Was I challenging you this morning? I don't think I did. I just share with you.
No, you did.
What I had in my mind.
Yeah, because you
share with you.
Because you start with how. If how, that means you ask me and you challenge me to give you answer.
Well, it could be. Yeah. No, never mind. Okay, let's go right to the point.
Okay. Let's get to the point because this morning you mentioned a trendy words that we can relate it into the commonly used words in the workplace or the every area. It is a KPI. Yeah, and then you come to the second one. Yeah, like you would like to compare with another acronym OKR. So in the beginning, you supposed to tell me and my audience who are watching about the KPI.
All right. On these days, people, I would say for the last decade, people always say that what is your KPIs, thing like that. Or in my own previous employment with international company, they asked me what is my business fundamental target, BFT, which is a specific jargon for that company. But as a matter of fact, it's a KPI. Which KPI, I think everybody knows that it is key performance index. That means that it's just like it's like a meters to measure that how far you have gone. For example, if you drive a car, you need to have the what you call odometer. They are saying that what speed are you at? But that's just only the sort of KPI, whether I can hit the target like a KPI, which is 100 kilometers an hour. Anyway, that's a KPI sort of thing. I think most of people know about that. Recently, I would say about 5 years or maybe 6 or over 5 years ago, people have a new term called OKR, which stands for object, what you call that? Objective key result. Okay.
Objective key result. Yeah.
It's getting late. It's getting late. Kind of sleepy a little bit. My brain doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Anyway, for the OKR, OKR is asked for what is the key result that is your objective to reach your goal, thing like that. People kind of confused. Some people say that now is a new fad. We gonna abandon the KPI and we gonna adopt OKR. So what OKR is? I would say something like this. KPI, it asks for what is your output. It could be your output rate at per sec, per year, per month, per quarter. For example, like a sales revenue, that's a KPI. But OKR is something like outcome. It's not output. Output is something that you would like to measure in terms of specific number. It's always numbers. But OKR is something like what is your outcome, which it could be a descriptive item or term to explain that how would you like things to happen. That's an OKR. It might have the KPI associated with that, but basically it's just a description. What would you like to have it happen? That's called outcome.
Yeah.
So KPI is output. OKR is outcome. Outcome and output is different story.
Oh yeah, because I thought the output and outcome is slightly different. When you said that okay, when you mention KPI, that's mean we're gonna measure the output, right? And therefore the measurement of outcome, yeah, you come to the OKR that stands for objective key result. Okay, then yeah, could you please make certain about the output and outcome? Yeah, what is
okay? Output. Okay, output is something like just slip my mouth. The output you always have the number associated with it. Outcome is okay. Let's say output. You can compare what is the difference between efficiency and effectiveness. Okay, effectiveness and efficiency is different. Effectiveness could be outcome. Pretty similar. Is outcome, but efficiency is KPI or output. Two things are different always. I remember when I took a course in industrial engineering, they differentiate between the two, efficiency and effectiveness. So I would say it's comparable to KPI and the OKR.
Okay, thank you. And this is OKR. OKR is a trendy, as you told me this morning. And usually, as I mentioned in the beginning, that many officers working in the office, they know about the KPI. And this is something, in my opinion, in my understanding, is like a criteria for the measure the performance of the employee. Yeah, based on the the criteria, like a ruler, you have to measure the performance of your employee. And how about the OKR? It's we can apply to the other business or only in education.
It's general.
General?
It's general. It's very general. It's not specific field. Anything can happen, can be described that way. But to me, I have to say that I'm sorry that I could not have the clear example for other industry besides what I have in the educational. They say that for the educational things, OKR is comparable to outcome. Previously, I will not say previously. I would say that in the past, we focus student on the output. For example, what is your GPA? The GPA, okay. What is your grade? What is your score? Thing like that for students. But now they say that GPA sometimes it doesn't mean anything much. They would like to know what is the expected learning outcome, what the student have learned, what the outcome of the student that taking the class, what would be the characteristic of the student, what the competence of the student. That's the outcome. Okay. Score is GPA, okay? That's output. But those two can be interrelated. You cannot abandon one and adopt another one. It should go hand in hand.
Okay.
You cannot have one without another one. It's like a yin and yang.
You means this term should go on in parallel, right?
It's coexisting.
Coexisting, yeah. Okay, I would like to make sure if I understand, because you mentioned about the first one is KPI, and later on, the newly emerged.
Yeah, I think you might get me right, but I might be wrong. Okay.
No, because we brainstorming. We not we not think about the.
Well, I have to excuse myself that what I'm telling you guys is software knowledge. It's not the real knowledge. It's not the knowledge I got from practice. I heard it from somebody else, and I make interpretation and try to make sense of it. I really don't have the practice, which is because I'm not instructor, I'm not teacher, I'm not in the field, but I just be a consult.
Yeah,
and this sort of thing I pick it up along the way that I work.
Yeah. Don't worry, Jack, because
no, I'm not worried. I have to be upfront that you guys might get me right, but I might be wrong. Okay.
Yeah, you mentioned about the gut because this morning we talked a lot about this group of the words mentioned about the brainstorming, how about the haunted idea, right? About the gut feeling, and now we come to process the so-called intuitive process that forget about the right or wrong. So we are brainstorming and we like to share each other's what is your experience, what is mine. So my understanding is when you're talking output you mentioned efficiency, and the outcome you mentioned effectiveness, and you correlated in terms of education. Output it's something GPA. It is reflect through the score, but you finally you conclude that it should go together, the KPI and OKR. Yeah, that is my understanding to what you explained.
It should go together.
Yeah.
And on other field, it might be quite related to what's the KPI and OKR. Okay. We're talking about performance for an organization. Performance, there are two types of performances. One is technical performance. That could be like a KPI things. That could be like what is your sales revenue per quarter, thing like that. How good are you at it? How you measure it, thing like that. But the adaptive performance, that's the second one, it says something that how good are you at adapting? when situation is not in your favor.
Yeah.
For example, you guys, everybody always say that things gonna happen like what I imagine, but in reality, it might not at all. In military term, they call it VUGA. That stands for V as a volatility, and U is uncertainty, and C is complexity, and A is ambiguity. You know that the military guys always have what you call tactical combat, thing like that. That you know that, and another one is strategy. They have two terms, strategy and tactical. Those guys always good at tactical. They know how to fight. Very efficient, like what they call a killing machine. They are good at it. For example, for the military. So military say that in the field, always a lot of VUGA because that's a lot of unknown, uncertainty, and the situation is very volatile. And sometimes you cannot make things like, is it right or wrong? You have to make decision
on situation
on site
situation.
Depend on situation. So that's called VUGA. So nobody can forecast what's gonna happen precisely at the site, at the field, because there's so many variable, what we call it VUGA. So the military or the soldier have to be very adaptive. So we are looking at how good the soldier can adaptively perform. So that two kind of performances, a tactical performance and adaptive performance. And these two performances have to go hands in hand.
Yeah.
In business, people always think of tactical performance, which pretty much related to KPI. And nobody asks for how well can you adapt to situation that's very fluid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that comes to why some organization could not survive in these disruptive things like digital disruption, things like that, that we are pretty much heard about of it, because they cannot adapt. They are frozen. They could not be liquid. They could not adapt themselves. So the culture or the organization that could not adapt or be flexible, they would not survive.
Okay. May I interrupt because okay, after listen your explanation, my understanding, because I try to connect with my past experience in construction management.
Please go on. Please carry on.
My understanding about the KPI and OKR. Yeah, my understanding about the KPI is something tangible. We can measure. It's a measurable. And on the contrary, OKR is intangible. Or on the other words, KPI is about the quantitative. You mentioned about GPA, and about the OKR is qualitative. Yeah, that is term is I try to correlate it, but when I mentioned to my past experience, you mentioned about the military. Yeah, sometimes you have to manage on the battlefield on situation. It makes me think about the planning in construction management. If you can if you can get all the factors as a known parameter, you can plan your you can create your schedule
You're right.
exactly
Okay.
like a CPM, critical path method.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you know about the PERT.
Yeah.
Is another technique that will be adapted to something is never happened, like build the space shuttle, or it's happened in the Navy.
Yeah.
It is you need many unknown, and you need statistical forecasting or everything. Yeah, that is my understanding.
Yes.
About the first one, the CPM, and the second one, I compare with the PERT. How about this? About my understanding?
You done right. You are done right. Yeah. People said that the organization that very adaptive. Oh, something like. Wait a moment. Okay. People that are very adaptive is people that are very creative. People are very good at creative. Sorry, problem solving skill. And those people, the quality of those people are like what you just said. That's engineer. That's project manager. Very adaptive, because you have time to meet, and all things is not always not in your favor. So you have to adapt. So you are very adaptive.
Adaptability, yeah.
So you can say OKR, KPI, anything, what happened, whatever, but it means that you are very adaptive.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other person that you can say that very adaptive person is a teacher. You know why?
No.
The real teacher, okay? The real teacher is not the lecturer. The real teacher. Because teacher have different students. Not all students are the same. They are different. So the teacher had to be very adaptive. How to teach this guy and that guy differently to achieve the same outcome.
Okay.
So that they learn the same thing.
Yeah.
Also the salesperson. Also the customer's representative. Like also the people at Starbucks, the barista. but not that 7-Eleven.
Okay, I see. That's good.
Okay.
Good example.
Those people are very adaptive. Okay. You go to Starbucks because you would like to have the experience.
Okay. I think it is sufficient for your explanation about the migration KPI and OKR, key performance index or indicator, and OKR, objective key result. And now we step into another group of words that I think our audience who are watching are interested. Okay, you come to the adaptive, right? So another three words I would like to get your idea is how about the technical performance, adaptive performance, and creative performance?
It's not technical performance. It's not technical performance. It's tactical performance.
Tactical. Okay, and how
tactical and statical.
And what is the difference among these three terms? Tactical, adaptive, and creative performance.
Okay. Creative competence, I would say competence or competency.
Competency.
Yeah. People that possess such creative competency are people that very adaptive. If you're not adaptive, you cannot be creative. You see what I mean?
No. Please make it clear.
Yeah, I think you got it, but I cannot explain it.
No. Actually, I think creative and how you call creative and adaptive should be something slightly different and really close in meaning.
Pretty much similar.
And why you said it's different? It cannot be, you said. Adaptive cannot be creative.
It is adaptive and creativity. Creativity is, I would say, could be a subset of adaptivity. Adaptivity is much bigger.
Adaptivity is a big umbrella. Adaptivity.
Yes, big umbrella. If you have adaptability, I'm quite sure that you very likely to be creative.
Okay.
And very likely that you can perform problem solving things much better than the other guys. If you are very adaptive. If you're adaptive, you're gonna be people that have citizenship. Citizenship gonna be another word we can discuss later on, not today. Because citizenship, people always say, "What the hell is that?" It means that if I become people of this country, it means that I have the citizenship of this country. Actually, that's only the first meaning. The subtle, more subtle meaning there is. But I'm not going to explain it today because people kind of not very they don't understand very clear. People always understand the first meaning of citizenship.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to adaptive things.
Just wait.
Problem solving.
Just wait before they go further, because I would like to interrupt, because when you're talking about the adaptivity is like a big umbrella, and the creativity is a smaller one. But in my point of view, I think these two words are very correlated closely, because it is something like a back and forth situation. Because when you start with your creativities, and then you can create something, you can adapt something, and when you adapt and you can find that you need to create again. It is back and forth situation. I think it should be
sure. It is back and forth. Because when you're creative, when you create something, that something might not work right away. So you have to adapt it again and again and again and again until it's go to right, what do you call it? Until you got the right optimal solution, thing like that. I would say.
It is something like it's an egg and chicken situation here. It doesn't matter what happened first and the second. It's not in an orderly manner, actually.
It's part of continuous improvement process. You have to improve. The first iteration, it might not meet your target. So you have to be adaptive. And you have to be creative. How to make it happen. How to make it meet the target. So you have to be adaptive. And when you're adaptive, you have to be very creative. Well, when you're creative, you're gonna think of many solutions to reach that. And you're gonna pick one. When you pick one, it might not work. So you pick another one.
Okay. It is iteration. Okay. You left a lot of the issue, not make it clear today, right?
No, that's my intention.
Okay, may I refer to what we talked this morning when you mentioned about another two words? Okay, today we talked quite a lot of the terms, and you mentioned about the culture. You mentioned about the culture, and you mentioned about the attitude.
Okay.
Attitude, and you said the culture is something that can create attitude. And please explain how about the why culture is come first, and then later on it will develop to the second attitude.
Culture is everywhere. Is something that whisper in your thinking. It infiltrates into everybody in your work without you knowing it.
Oh yeah.
And it is something that will make you the person you are today.
It's something that implicitly exists in a human being, right? Implicitly.
You can say that. You can say that, and perhaps unknowingly, if you don't have awareness, you will go with the flow. You just go with the culture. ภาษาไทยก็ว่าอะไรนะเข้าเมืองตะหลิวก็หลิวตาตามไปอะไรประมาณนั้นก็คือ
Okay, it
ทำ
is
ตามเข้าไปแล้วก็
when you are in Rome, do as Roman do.
yeah when you do as Roman do.
Yeah.
So by the time you get imbued into it, you will feel like you do it automatically as a norm of that culture. What people do, you just do it without thinking until you have in your spare time, you sit quiet just to yourself, and you know that this might not be something that go with your value. Might go against your value, and then you have to change.
Okay.
And for talking about the culture,
yeah,
culture can be grown. I mean, you can cultivate cultivate. So it's not something that fixed. If 10 years ago, what you used to be like that 10 years ago, you can carry on like that for another next 10 years. And I would say you guys not going to survive if you fix your culture. Culture is a living thing.
It's a dynamic.
Is what?
Dynamic.
It's very dynamic.
Very dynamic.
It has to be dynamic, but people don't think it's dynamic, but it's dynamic. The culture with a lot of immense dynamic is the culture that I would say very rich in culture. Sometimes people say if you're rich in culture, it could be static. I will say it's not static. It has to be dynamic. If you're static, another 10 years, 20 years, the next century, that culture might be gone.
It's never lasts
For example,
long.
like language. So example like language itself. The people in the, I would say in the 5 decades ago, they speak differently from what we are talking. And the accent, the jargons, the thing that they use in the daily life, they use differently. That means that culture is very adaptive. Keep on changing. But if people say that culture cannot be changed, you have to conserve it. I think that people is brain dead.
Yeah, I believe in the nature law. Nature law is something keep changing, but not in the fast rate. It's a change gradually, and recently
you are right. You are right. We are born adaptively. We are born to be adaptive.
Yeah.
But the culture got in the way. People perceive that if you have that culture, you have to be very static. You don't have to be adaptive. But we are born adaptive.
Yeah.
To be adaptive.
Yeah.
That's the nature of our people.
And
the mankind.
Yeah, I exactly agree with you. And what I kept noticing when the world kept changing, in particular back to last decades, last 10 days, because of their technology. Every people talking about the digital age. And digital age make this world become the only one village. We can communicate as you see that. The members in the two English speaking clubs, we share together 24 hours because we are from different sides of the world, different time zone. So when I gone to bed,
the sun never set.
The sun never set, right? And then that is why the culture cannot stay there, cannot avoid the changing because of the culture. Everything can get across through the technology. So the paradigm, even language, we share, as we are Thai, and at 30 years ago, and when the people come from the down south of Thailand to Bangkok, you can easily made a difference where he or she came from because of their local dialect. That because of that time, we have to spend your life in your hometown till 15 years old, and then you left your hometown for Bangkok. And what happens this day? Because of the accent, the way of the speaking of the someone who from northeast, southern, it's not much different.
Still, I still can't pinpoint where you come from.
But
you have the Trang accent. You don't have Phuket accent. Your accent is even from other southern provinces.
Not because now the people in the countryside can easily accessible to the YouTube video and whatever program that is speak in central Thai language. That is effect that there are the accent, there are the way of speaking in central Thai. Yeah, different from what happened 30 years ago.
Yeah. And I don't like that. I don't like it. I like people to keep on their identity with their accent. Don't change it.
Yeah, me
because
too.
That means a variety. We don't want to have everything the same.
Too.
We would like to have diversity.
Me too. But we sharing the fact and the effect of the technology. Yeah. We know we like to keep our identity, but sometimes we need to understand what is this effect of the technology to not only our countries but around the world. Yeah, because it's like I told you, the world is only one village now. This the culture can go each other, can cross from here to there, from many places. It's well blended sometimes because of technology.
Yep. So be it.
Okay, I think tomorrow we should arrange some special while you are driving to KMUTT, but
might not be possible tomorrow because I have very early meeting tomorrow, and I have to prepare a lot of things.
Maybe not
tomorrow.
As well.
I have to run the workshop.
Maybe not as
tomorrow.
Well
I have to run the workshop
because I gonna wake up late tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Before leaving, Jack, I would like to tell our audience about your experience when you talk with.
Don't tell them. Let them guess.
What is your experience when you talk with an American people on the day you spend your life in America and then they use a broken English? Remember? Saw, or what you mentioned about the saw or something. I forgot it, but it's very funny.
I don't know how to put that.
And you said that even native speaker talk the English against the grammars and rules.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just talk whatever they think. So they not speak grammatically correct.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to say, I have seen that one. They say, I have saw that one.
Yeah.
So it's colloquial. I would say it's colloquial.
Yeah. And
it's nothing wrong with that. But if you say that academically, that guy is grammatically wrong.
They got a zero score.
Yeah, they're supposed to, but that's the way they talk.
Yeah.
You should not put the frame on that.
Yeah, I know. And then I would like you to correlate to our country or maybe ASEAN country curriculum that is try to force the students to speak correctly in terms of the grammars and rules. And then when you experience by yourself on your first day in America. Yeah, it's happened that
Certainly,
even native speaker.
there always the rule or grammar rules that you have to follow, and sometimes you might miss it, but it's okay. The thing is, you have to make sure that you get your message across. But you
Okay.
make sure you get the message across. Sometimes, if you speak it with the wrong grammar, people might get the message not correctly. For example, you say, today you went to Icon Siam here, but when you say, today I go to Icon Siam, but how come? Because you are here, you don't, or you say, today I am going to Icon Siam, something like that. Is people will misinterpret.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So grammar is still the king. Okay, I don't think you should not drop it, but unless you think people can understand my broken English.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like a two-car garden, huh?
Yeah, Jack, I would like to add my ideas about this, about you say the grammar is the king, but in our group, we try to encourage our members and to be self-confident. So we are aware of what's happened in our society, while Thai students are not brave enough to speak out in English loudly because they think about the mistake, because what is embedded in their brain is you're supposed to speak English in correct grammar and rules. And so we agree that we don't correct anyone, we don't criticize anyone, but you can make correct by the polite way. Suppose you said that you went to Icon Siam today. Yeah, when you respond, okay, really? Okay, you go today. Yeah, it is a way it's a way of the correction without make anybody feel uncomfortable. And regarding to Dr. Surin Prisuwan, he mentioned about the importance of grammar as well. He mentioned about the one event that mentioned about the one lady. She did not dance with her boyfriend. And what the Dr. Surin took for example is that if you say lady should have danced, should have danced. If you don't know about the grammar, you can think in different way. Because should have, that mean that lady didn't dance, but should have danced. It's clearly in the grammar, right?
Yeah. So people that learn language very good language, I mean effectively, they are very adaptive, because you could not be so sure that what you say is right, and you have to do continuous process improvement. I mean, you have to improve yourself every time. For example, like this day, I don't think my English is good. Perhaps it's getting worse. So I have to maintain my English fluency or proficiency by watching a lot of movies like Netflix. I have to practice every day. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose the touch.
Oh, you
so
advertise for free.
Netflix. I got it free. I don't have to pay the subscription. It's courtesy of my brother-in-law.
Yeah, that is my son recommendation as well. That you're supposed to watch every single day, but don't forget to pay for me.
Yeah, don't forget to pay the subscription. Huh?
And okay, you're supposed to join as a guest. Even you paid your own money for Yafat. Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, that's right.
I have no time actually to watch every movie.
Well, it does take a lot of time spending on the watching, you call it binging the series. Sometimes I watch the whole season within 24 hours, thing like that. Didn't sleep at all. It's killing, but it's enjoyable, and I think that's the other way to keep on practicing English.
Yeah.
I sometimes even Thai language myself. Sometimes I don't speak Thai very clearly in terms of grammar as well. So I have to adapt myself. But come to think of that, how I
Okay, he's frozen. He's frozen. Jack, can you hear me? Yeah, Jack is my university mate. We knew each other. Okay, it's a frozen. Yeah, frozen because of the internet Wi-Fi connection is interrupted.
no. I got a message notification from my son.
Okay, it's interrupted.
That's why.
By message. Okay, that is happened like that.
Yep.
Okay, I think now it's come to the 40 minutes since from the beginning. So
The what? Come to what?
Yeah, because it took 45 minutes. I am afraid you are sleepy and would like to go to bed.
No. If I get engaged into the conversation, after that it's gonna take about 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, let's go to midnight. Yeah.
Yeah, another 1 hour and 25 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yeah. If so, yeah, I would like our audience to participate and ask some questions.
Yeah, please don't ask me a lot. I don't have all the answer.
Okay. Now I would like you to introduce shortly your background, yourself, to audiences.
I'm just an old friend of Pipat. That's it.
Old man.
If you know how good Pipat is, I'm just about that. That's the very brief.
We're not a twins.
No, we are not. We are quite different stroke. But if you think how good Pipat is, I'm just about that. That's my good introduction.
Yeah. Okay, if he didn't introduce himself, I will introduce instead of him.
I think you're kind of fabricating the things.
No, I never. He's my university mate. We graduated from the same university, local university, Nasetsat University, and he graduated from the different major. Yeah, he's electrical engineering. Yeah, and then
electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering. Yeah, you
are.
Yeah, and after graduation, yeah, that is what I mentioned earlier in Thai, and then some of my audience, he would like me to translate into English. So yeah, that is why I telling about your short story, your personal stories in English, and after graduation, yeah, it might miss some part of some period of time, but after graduation, he worked for the one of the Thailand state enterprise.
It's a public utility company.
Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand, and he got a chance. He got the chance to work with his boss from Switzerland, right?
Yeah.
And
he's a consultant. He's his consultant.
Consultant is your colleague, right?
From you can call he is my colleague. You can call that.
And you gain
But
experience.
I always
You get experience working together with him for 2 years. But the people from Switzerland, they talk in Germanic accent, right?
I would say that I got exposed to people that have different background. That's it. And I think that's another way to learn people from different culture. And so that you would learn how to tolerate. But I don't think I tolerate anything because he never do anything offend me. And the way they think, the pattern of what you call it when he's speaking, the pattern is different from what we learn from school, because we always learn from Thai. And he also not English native speaker, so his accent sometimes funny, but still I can catch it. And I wonder how he can catch my accent. My accent is very terrible at that time.
Okay, yeah. What I would like to pinpoint is Jack. He's the one so-called bookworm, and then he's so-called.
Do I look like one?
He's so-called.
Do I look like one?
He's so-called mobile dictionary. Yeah, as we call him.
That overstatement. That is an overstatement.
Okay, just make a clear picture, because he loved and he memorized thousands of vocabularies, and then that is what he loved when he was very young. And then,
I just feel I just have the sense of play.
You play with it.
I just play with words.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
Yeah, and then I would like you to share experience on day one when you have had the chance to work with a foreigner at the IGAT. What is the first in terms of the communicative English with your colleague from Switzerland?
What do you mean by that? You mean how good I am? How good I was?
I mean you learn a lot, you memorize a lot vocabulary, and you listen a lot of movie, American movie.
No. At that time, my English proficiency is not at this level, but I was good at English in the class, and now it's like I'm in the field, and I would like to try out how good I am, how good I was that time. So I just speak whatever I would like to speak to test myself and get a reflection from the guy when he said, repeat my word, repeat what he understand. And then now I think, okay, I didn't send the right message, so I try to correct. And by doing that, one is a process of learning and also development in the process.
Okay, that's mean
that's the way we learn. That's the way we learn things. That's the way we say that why humans are very adaptive animal. I would say because we have to adapt.
Because I would like
learning is to adapt.
I would like to showcase your experience, because you learn in Thailand schooling system English for the okay, let's say at least 16 years. Yeah, 12 years in school and another 4 years in university. That's altogether 16. And then you also have the chance to work
in university. I think we learn only 1 year.
No.
We take the official course only 1 year.
No. I mean, in university you're supposed to read the textbook in English. Yeah, that is okay. I say you learn.
So
learn
it's
English.
not formal. Okay, right.
Okay, let's say roughly altogether 16 years, and then you have the chance to work for at least 2 years in the workplace, and communicate in English, even it's not native speaker. That is
Yeah.
your experience in Thailand before you decided to study in state. So
Yeah.
do you think that is sufficient to further
Oh,
your?
that time I thought I was great because I can talk to that guy, the the Swiss guy in English. I thought I was great.
Yeah, and then how about your TOEFL? Your TOEFL the examinations as a partial
Uh,
fulfillment.
quite marginal. I think I got at 507.
Okay, it's not so bad because
Very
it's a
very marginal.
pretty
Very
good,
marginal.
pretty good. No, I think this is pretty good because usually it's 550, right? For the very good university.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the
It's
five.
supposed to be 550.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 550 that time. Yeah. And I got only 507.
Mhm.
And that's very marginal.
And did you
But
certify? You did certify the score.
was I? No, I was not. I was not certified at all.
That's why you repeated. You repeated 3 times, right?
Yeah, and still got 507. Very reliable test. The ETS, the TOEFL, very reliable. The thing is, I lack a lot of practice in taking that test. That's why I
Yeah.
test it very poorly.
And which part in examination of TOEFL that is you felt trouble? Listening part, reading part, yeah.
I would say listening.
Yeah, I think this is a quite normal, right, for Thai people who sit in examination, TOEFL, IELTS.
The the main reason could be that we we had not been exposed to a native English speaker that often, and also the audio system at the test room at the test room that we were in, the quality is horrible. Sometimes I could not make any distinction between the word and the next word. So I try to figure out that, and while figuring that out, I just lose the thing and could not answer correctly because the time's up.
Okay.
And go to the next question.
Yeah, that means you are talking about the low quality of the audio room.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then my question,
Yes.
my question,
Very poor.
my question, after graduation, I think you master the communicative English. And what happening if you go back to the same audio this time? Can you make difference?
Oh yeah, big difference, huge difference.
And that is a reason why at that time you blame on the poor audio. And
because I got my ears trained. I got my ears trained for so many years. It got trained.
Okay, that's because from the beginner, from baby, you need to get the very clear the voice when you start practicing listening at for the first time. And after that, I think you can understand not only American accent, British accent, or any accent you can understand. Yeah, because you get more and more experience.
The very difficult accent is my roommate. He's in Indian.
Yeah.
It took me a while to understand what he would like to talk to me. Well, a while, I would say within a week. My ear can adapt to his speech, his pace, his tempo, and his accent. So I figure out what he said, and later on, I also got that accent from him. Speak like an Indian.
Oh, okay. And how long after your arrival you can buy sugar?
Could not remember, but it's a bad experience that I have. I just feeling I felt down a lot. That how come I got very good grade in English? I think I got also marginal TOEFL test that should be sufficient. But how come I don't understand a word you said? I felt so down.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to share with my audiences because we talk about these funny things when he shared for the first time in state, because at that time he would like to buy the sugar and the other stuff from the small shop, like a Papa Mama shop, right? Papa Mama. Like a 7-Eleven, in a convenience store nearby his dormitory or his rented house. I'm not sure. But he went there and he asked the officer in there, he would like to buy the sugar. And the response is, huh? What? Right? What? Sugar. And he tried to change the
make different
intonation and pitch everything. Sugar, ga. So finally, what happened?
Get the hell out of my store. Anyway, it's still better than some of my friends got mugged.
Yeah?
Got robbed at a gunpoint. It's still much better. Because that time the gun on your head. Okay, but this one is just the feeling you got hurt, but this one you got scared. You know,
why didn't you each situation just use your finger, your index finger and pointer? Yeah, this is what you want instead of the pronounce.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
It's not like a show at 7-Eleven. It's different.
Yeah.
It's a poorly arranged grocery shop.
Okay.
It's run by a black guy.
It is very first time, yeah, when you you spend your life in a state. In which state?
Yeah, I'm not proud of it. Ohio.
Ohio State, right?
Yeah, Ohio State.
I think there are so many things
funny thing.
Both things are funny and something. It is your invaluable experience.
Both funny and hilarious.
Okay. I'm so tired.
I'm not. I'm gonna drag you.
Let me take a break because I need to have some coffee.
No, you don't. You don't need coffee.
Please let me looking for something to eat, to drink. Okay, that
nobody wash it. Oh, two guys wash it.
No. It's a off and on and off.
On and off, on and on.
Yeah. Okay, might be because
there's not 10 comments.
No, today is working day, and now it's 11.
So
it's might be working time. Yeah, for the people on the other side.
It's 1 hour already.
Let's check. Yeah, 1 hour and 4 minutes. Okay, Jack. Thank you very much. Sleepy. Going to bed.
No, I'm not.
Please, sir.
Don't con me. You con me to join you. Despite I was so sleepy, and you con me, so you have to stay up. I'm alert.
Okay.
Okay. What?
Okay.
Don't hang up.
Okay. I'm thinking. What is the story I would like to share you? What happens in a biofarm? Biofarm.
What is that?
Biopharma is a Germanic word. Yeah, I experienced
Biopharmaceutical?
Far, biopharma.
Don't know.
It is
I don't get it.
is an organic exhibitions. Last week I joined.
Oh, okay.
It is a bio or biopharm because I met an Germany native speaker. Yeah, and I asked her how to pronounce correctly, like a Germany, like a native speakers, because Thailand, Thai people pronounce biopharm. So I asked her, please advise me how to pronounce like Germany people. He said,
So what did she say?
bio or bio, yeah, or possible, but far is a short one, and she warned me, please be careful when you pronounce far, not be careful, bio far, something like this. The meaning is a
How you spell that? BIOFAK?
FACH.
How you spell it?
BIOFACH. Fuck.
Okay, yeah, well fuck. Yeah, well fuck.
Fuck. Yeah.
Well fuck. CH as a K.
Yeah.
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 Well fuck.
I walked around the exhibition and I talk and interview many entrepreneurs from Myanmar, from Germany, and I had a video call through Facebook Live with our member Wu Ashi, who is a Romanian and live in France for 6 years in so far. Yeah, I use technology to show the world because I broadcast to our club to show the ASEAN people who can use English for their business. Yeah, that is what inspiration to our members, so you can know what is in the real world and what is importance of the English as the second language. Yeah, that is I would like to connect people and by technology. And this is today is another one. I would invite you to share your ideas and show your visions about some questions. I am not clear, and then I would like to share.
I have zero vision.
Yeah.
I don't think at all. Oh, Sunny said, yes, you're right. Identity should not be sacrificed for the sake of unity. Unity in diversity is a better idea. That's right. Whatever he said.
Sunny is a gentleman from India, and
yep.
Yeah, he is so smart, and then whenever he shared his idea, is very informative, and he has a lot of the experience in many areas, and then he live in a city. I've been there 4 years ago. It is a Kerala.
Okay.
Chennai is 3 years ago, and before Chennai, I went to his hometown, Kerala. Kerala is the biggest coconut plantation in India. Kerala, I
there's
think
a lot of coconut tree.
Kerala, if I'm right, it means coconut. Kerala.
Ah, okay. That's why I said there are a lot of coconut trees.
Kerala. Yeah. I love to be a member in our club because the members, I think now it's more than 45 countries join our club. It's over 1,000 members. and then every day they join anything they like. There are no certain topic set, but if you are free, you are available, you can jump in at any time you like and talk with a member, share your story, your ideas, and everything. Yeah, that is a benefit of our global stage that we mentioned. Our club is a global stage that allow the people who would like to express their feeling, express themselves, and then would like to improve their fifth skill. Yeah, because our group mentioned the four skill as the foundation of the English: reading, speaking, writing, and about the four. And the fifth skill that we are creating through global stage is confidence. Yeah, it is a fifth skill that is we understand. Now we are improving our fifth skill and how to be brave to speak in public through the global stage. And then higher levels, we can think about the responsibility is the sixth skill. Yeah, that is what
Okay.
we.
Being brave, I don't think it called skill. It should be called gut. It should be called gut. It's not a skill. Being brave is not skill.
No, but it's okay. Might be okay. It's not skill, brave, but yeah, it is a word that we know. We know in our group that we are developed by combine the foundation and do something people need as a
To gain confidence by themselves. Okay.
they gain
Got it.
confidence and then responsibility because we think about the characteristic of the human being. Yeah, the good human being supposed to be is a responsibility, punctuality, hardworking. Yeah, I could not remember all, but it's all together can create something compassion, and you can apply this to any area, any business, because it is a fundamental of the human being.
I think you really got tired.
Yeah,
you
from
look so
time,
tired.
Yeah, because I never give up. That is my 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 characteristic. Yeah. Okay. From time to time, people share about the field of specialized.
Oh, by the way, how many people can join the session on one screen? How many?
And okay, it's a for the organic. Okay, the free features. Yeah, only two, like you and me. But this can.
Oh, you have to pay for this? You have to pay for
No,
extra?
if you like to join more than two people, you have to pay items. Like
You have to pay the Facebook for this.
Yes.
For the service.
Yeah, and then you can
extra screen.
arrange a meeting, like a video call, have the people. Yeah, but a free application.
How much is it?
I really don't know because I never thought to buy it.
Oh, okay.
But in Messenger, in Messenger, it's allowed the people to join and have the video calling, group calling, yeah, for free. Messenger.
How many people in the group?
I'm
20?
not sure. I'm not
10?
sure. I'm not sure because it said that if the group member is 50 members at maximum, you can create group video calling. But if the group is larger than 50, you cannot manage video group calling.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It gotta be like one-way communication. For that matter, if you have that big size of 50. I think you are running out of your stamina. You should take a rest. And I forgot that it's just only 11. Oh, still another hour to go. But the thing is, are you running out of the topics, the contents? Because I run out of contents, I'll let you.
Not
You stimulate.
not really.
No.
I'm not
Okay.
running out of topic, but energy. I'm running out of my energy.
So you did. So ask someone to bring your Red Bull.
No, I drink M150, 150.
Hey, folks, Pipat, he's very polite on the screen. After the screen, he's another story. He's too polite. He is very too polite.
You mean I'm the pretender, huh?
Yeah, it's better call you fake. Just kidding.
Yeah,
But
everybody knows because
it's nice that he have his personality like this.
Yeah. Because we know each other more than 3 decades.
Well, did you cycle only 10 days?
Okay. I think it's time. I'm gonna head out. Yeah. And
I'll let you go.
Okay. สวัสดีครับ ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับ Okay, it is funny times with friends because we know each other. When we were a student in เกษตรศาสตร์ University, and then this one who kept calling me, twice a day. In the morning while he was driving to university, KMUTT, where the team is working for, the same building, engineering department. And in the evening, while he was driving back home, and he shared quite a lot of the things, in particular about education. And he taught me a lot about the way of thinking about education, and that is all his real times experience as a consultant to KMUTT. Yeah, he is one who love reading and love doing many things concerning education. And today I invite him to share his idea about the education and many things, his experience in state. Because after graduation, he worked for a local state enterprise, EGAT. Is acronym of the Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand for a couple of years. And finally, he decided to further his master's degree in electrical engineering in United States. And we share quite a lot of his experience focusing on the English communication. As a Thai student who experienced in English learning, 12 years in school, another 4 years in university, and then he good at the English. Actually, it is a high level in Thailand standard, and he experienced 2 years with an Switzerland colleague, and it seemed like he ready, and that should not have any problems study abroad. But everything turned upside down on day one when he arrived, because he need to adjust many things when he immersed himself in a state and in through English-speaking countries. It's about the culture. It's about everything. That is experience he from time to time share with me, and then I challenge him to come on the global stage and share his experience to our members in our club. Yeah, that is what my intention to invite him to join today. Okay, thank you very much for joining and watching. See you next time. พี่พัฒน์ from Thailand สวัสดีครับ